JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, farmer gunned down in St. Elizabeth. Please remember to subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. The police are probing Tuesday night's shooting death of a farmer at his home in Comapen, St. Elizabeth. The deceased has been identified as 58-year-old Albert Powell. It was reported that shortly after 7 p.m., residents heard loud explosions coming from the direction of Powell's home. The police were alerted, and they later found Powell with bullet wounds. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. A motive for the killing has not yet been established. St. Elizabeth teacher suspected of committing suicide. Police are probing a suspected case of suicide involving a high school teacher at his home in Malvern on Wednesday afternoon. He has been identified as Garfield Dennis, a construction teacher at the B.B. Cook High School in Junction, St. Elizabeth. It is reported that police were alerted about 4:45 p.m. that Dennis's lifeless body was found hanging from the ceiling of his woodwork shop at the front of his yard. It is said that Dennis left a suicide note. In 2010, he survived a near-death experience as he was stabbed in the back by a male student at his school. According to reports, Dennis had reprimanded the teenage student, who had approached him in a menacing manner and was behaving rudely when the incident occurred. When he was taken to a doctor in the nearby town square, Dennis was diagnosed with internal bleeding and was rushed to hospital after one of his lungs almost collapsed. He spent a week in hospital and was given 43 days sick leave by a doctor. The boy went on the run for over 2 years before he was eventually held, charged, convicted, and sentenced to a year in prison after pleading guilty to a charge of unlawful wounding in the Black River Resident Magistrates Court in July 2012. The teenager spent a total of 8 months locked up before he was released. Soon after the attacker was released, reports emerged that he was a suspect in the murder of a schoolgirl in the parish. Dennis's injury was just the beginning of his woes, as apart from teaching construction, Dennis had his own business, and because he was out of commission for more than a month, he was unable to work and was forced to repay thousands of dollars he had accepted as deposits from his clients. At that time, his medical bills had mounted and, strapped for cash, he was forced to borrow a huge sum from a credit union. He was still servicing that loan by way of salary deductions. "My monthly take-home pay is $7,600, he said in 2013. Man pays dearly for biting policeman. A policeman had to be tested for HIV and rabies after he was bitten by a man who was attempting to take into custody. The constable made the revelation in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court yesterday when he informed Senior Parish Judge Lauren Cole Montague that the accused, O'Neill Dempster, bit him on his right hand after he tried to arrest him for breaching the curfew. The judge expressed shock at Dempster's actions and condemned the act of biting another person. Separate and apart from it being a criminal offense, even from the perspective of proper hygiene, you don't know, not saying that the officer has anything, but you don't know what anybody have. How can you be biting people? The judge quizzed. Dempster also told the court that he could furnish his personal records that would prove he does not have HIV or rabies. However, the judge informed him that the complainant was not accusing him of being a carrier of diseases, nor was the court trying to be discriminatory. When those things happen, you have to be on medical watch, just like if a woman gets raped. If a woman is raped and the man does not use protection, you don't know what an assailant might have. So as part of standard procedure when you present at the hospital, they're going to put you on antiretroviral medication, the judge explained. Dempster paid $70,000 in compensation to the police officer. He was also fined a total of $27,000 for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act. He is expected to return to court on February 9 to answer 2 counts of assaulting the constable, to which he pleaded not guilty. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.